Okay, hi Libras, and welcome to your June 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about your month ahead. I hope you're all feeling really well, and I'm really looking forward to talking to you because I'm seeing a lot of sweet, central, and just like essential experiences coming up for you this month. I am, as usual, going to be providing for you some intuitive messages for the month ahead, followed by a week-to-week tarot forecast and an extended reading on Patreon. So let's do it, Libras. June 2022 for you. Conflict has no space for you anymore. Okay, so for a lot of signs, we've been having some of the fives come up. We've been having the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands in a lot of the readings, especially Five of Wands. Jupiter and Mars in Aries, right, is very, very evocative of a Five of Wands energy. And being that that's on your axis, if you haven't seen much about that yet, be sure to check out my comprehensive astrology video for the month. But, it can be a bit of a polarized time for Libra. Always the Aries-Libra axis indicates polarity in astrology. So knowing that Jupiter and Mars have entered your axis, there's a likelihood of having a polarized viewpoint. So one day we're just obsessed with what we're doing. The next day we don't want to have any part to do with it. And I'm thinking that this month you're going to have an essential period of knowing where to find the middle ground and how to find the middle ground. Again, the 5 being the middle between 1 and 10. We have to now seek the middle, hybrid, moderate approach. So moderation is needed in the month of June. Any type of moderation of addiction, overeating, overconsumption, anything like that is going to be helpful. You've got the Queen of Pentacles coming up. You've got the King of Cups, both of those. Queen of Pentacles dealing with moderation of resources, and King of Cups dealing with moderation of emotions. But at the same time, you've got the Magician, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So there's also this feeling of like abundance and wanting to gain more, wanting to have more, wanting to expand a lot. So it's like moderation and expansion paired together for you this month to create worlds, to create expansion, to create new horizons for you. So even though there might be pain or difficulty in understanding how to set parameters, I think that that's really what has to happen now, especially if you're a Libra rising. Creating new parameters in your life, creating new limits, creating new quotas for yourself, really governing yourself in a new, much more sensible way is the key to thriving in June for you. Otherwise, intuitively, Libras, youthfulness, demeanor that is not like haughty or even overly elderly as well, or trying to be like the knowledgeable or the wise person is not going to be the easiest thing in June, because it's almost like it affords you too much responsibility, or it affords you too much separation from other people. So it's almost better to be like a youthful person in this situation so that you're not, overly relied upon or overly taken from. So maybe scale things back a little bit, or allow yourself to have a more youthful, experience of the inner child. That could be very helpful in the month of June. And to a degree, you have everything that you need. You've got the Magician coming up. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like you've already had success in one area, or you've already done what you needed to do in some place, and now you have everything that you need to evolve. So there's an evolution coming in, as well as there is for most of the signs this month. But for you, it might kind of be like, gosh, I can't decide if I just want to take the old world to the next level, or if I really want to step into a new, completely uncharted territory. It's almost like, if you were a city builder, it's like deciding, okay, I have this really well-functioning city right here that I've been building for such a long time, and now I know that I can take that to the next level and scale that up to an even higher level. But then I also have this completely free territory over here, or this completely uncharted territory over here. Which do I choose? That's the decision that you need to be making in July, okay? And June 2022, I think, needs to see you moderating yourself enough to the extent that you have the ability to make that choice wisely and soberly. And I almost want to say youthfully as well. Like, what would the youthful person do? What would the youthful countenance be? I think it might be the new territory Okay, let's talk about your week to week Libra. Week number one, the Magician rooted down by the Knight of Swords. Fast moving decisions with your resources. Okay, so you have to be very resourceful and you do have to be quick thinking, I think, in the first week of the month. Both of those are like fast energies. Again, the Magician is also youthful, it's the first card in the tarot. So even though it's so capable and it has so much at its disposal, it's not indicative of wisdom. It's not indicative of also like senior decision making or wisdom in any way or sage-like ideas. It really is like right when we get into that power or right when we get into our own personal power and have the resources at hand, what decision do we make? There's a fast one, I think, for you to make because the Knight of Swords is about speed. It's about quickness. It's about moving, I don't know, really quickly and without interruption toward what you want. So take a look at your wants and try to move towards them if they are healthy and if they are connecting to your greater sense of self now. Okay, week two, you have the Five of Wands rooted down by Five of Swords. So double five. And I think you're going to solve all of the confusion or all of the lackluster conflict that has been coming up. And it might even be like forced. Okay, your hand could be forced in the second week. You might be forced to make a payment, or you might be forced also to watch out for this. I do want to say when those two come together, that's kind of like the energy of like war or the energy of battles. Okay, because both of them are like on the Five of Swords hand, you've got like gladiator culture, or you've got sportmen like competition in both of those archetypes. So I would love it if you guys would channel that in a really healthy way. Maybe it's gaming, maybe it's competitive sports, maybe it's marathons, 5Ks, running, even competing with yourself, like really taking it to the next level. Try to get this channeled. It is like an athlete's signature. It's a soldier's signature for you in the second week of June. But do watch out for being too aggressive with others or for trying to start battles or trying to start conflicts, because this could be, I'm serious, like a 15-year cycle that you step into there. So very cautious with that. I wouldn't be the preemptive person now. I wouldn't be the person trying to start up conflicts or trying to dispute things, trying to resolve things, because it might be all that your experience becomes about for a very, very long time. Again, this is better to channel in a more fictitious way, or it's better to do it for fun or as some type of preconceived game. Okay, so trying to channel this soldier energy in a much more fun fictional way, even like writing like dramas about war, like if you're an author, like writing dramas about some type of battle or some type of even like historical fiction or something could be a great way to channel this. There's got to be something that shows Libra getting this out, because again, having Jupiter and Mars opposing you in Aries gives you an aggression, okay? And that's important to see here. If you are feeling that, we certainly don't want that to be channeling through temper tantrums or through unprovoked conflicts or preemptive strikes that were never warranted. Because again, I'm seeing that that could totally start to dominate your entire experience, and all the other stuff that you're working on could literally just like eclipse out if we can't control our own masculine yang energy. So the yang energy for Libra, masculine energy, really becoming focused now. What are ways that you can channel that in helpful ways? Like, could you build something? Could you take something from the ground up? Could you establish a new kind of competition as well? That would be really cool. Week three, Page of Swords, rooted down by Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. Third week of June is like receiving some type of compensation or even getting inheritance or having some type of major windfall. So that's beautiful to see for Libras, because I feel like it's a long time coming. Always with the Ten of Pentacles, it's not really like the most sudden thing. It's like, wow, after working so hard, I finally got my reward, or I finally got recognition or credit, or also what was merited or what was deserved. So you're getting what you deserve in the third week of June, which is really great to see. And you're really going to see it. Okay, so like what you deserve, what you need to grow in life, like what the universe is giving to you no matter what in the third week of June is a really incredible thing to start communicating to yourself. Like, yes, that's what I got. That's what I have now. That's what I'm choosing to grow And that's what it produced. Okay, so what I planted versus what was produced. There's a great communication with the Page of Swords being about youthful communication and about quick moving dialogues about what you chose to grow. So, like years and years and years ago when you planted seeds versus now when you're harvesting crops, you get to see that entire cycle now and decide whether you want to start again. So, the Ten of Pentacles, it's going to be that place where it's like, do I scale the previous city or do I move to new territory? That's going to give you more data in the third week about that. Week number 4, love it. Queen of Pentacles rooted down by King of Cups, very wise energy there. Okay. It's like you go from sort of like youthful unsureness in the beginning of the month to like very wise knowing at the end of the month. So there's a change in knowledge. You learn something new in the month of June, and you understand the result that you've fostered from a much higher perspective. So moderation is the key by the end of the month of both physical and emotional experiences, and being able to judge well. So becoming a judge, because that's like the higher archetype of Libra, is like a judge or an official or some type of decision maker, okay, based on weight distribution and analytics and data. This is what the sign Libra has rulership over. So I see you stepping into that archetype powerfully by the end of the month, and it's going to require a lot of integrity, diligence, strength, nutrition, and emotional resolve to be able to do this well. Again, collectively, we have a major collective decision coming in the month of July, which I've been previewing for you all for many months now. And then again in the month of January 2023. So again, June of 2022 and then December of 2022 have to be very wholesome, healthy, and well in order for us to not be making those decisions from a place of duress. So yes, Libras, that's about it for this month. Let's talk more about that in your extended reading over on Patreon. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'll link it below. I do extended readings, and I give these and provide these early and ad-free over there, as well as premium weekly updates, which are only available over there, and it's very reasonable. Do come and check it out. I hope you all enjoyed the reading, and let's do this extended. Much love, Libras. Have a great month. Bye.